Secret, ticker code SCRT, is today's cryptocurrency that I'll be reviewing today. I'm really excited for this crypto because the fundamentals look really interesting and it's something I'm into. What's up everyone, I'm the Crypto Diet. I'm currently doing a master's in economics at Monash University. I'm also working full-time in the banking and finance industry. So it is my goal with this channel to review every crypto one by one with honesty, unbiasedness, and with respect. So that means if I think a coin is bad, I'm going to say it's bad. If I think a coin is good, I'm going to say it's good. And I'm going to give you some price predictions with all of my videos, as well as some analysis seeing about how the market could play out. So if that sounds good, give me a like, give me a subscribe, hit the bell notification, and follow me on my journey, because I'm really keen to see the way things are going to play out in 2022 and with crypto in the coming years, because I think it's the best performing asset class you can invest in right now. It's not financial advice, of course, just my opinion. So again, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So first half of the video is fundamentals. Second half of the video is technical analysis. Timestamps below if you only care about one or the other, but I hope that you watch both of them so you can get an education about what is Secret. So let's start with the fundamentals. So what is Secret? Well, first thing we have to know is what is a blockchain. So we should all know by now, but if you don't, a blockchain is basically a block of information. It can be whatever. It's a ledger and anyone can see that information that's in it. Once the information is on the blockchain, it's almost impossible to make any changes to it or remove it in any sort of significant way. And that's really good because we are able to have more transparency in whatever piece of information that is. But one of the problems that Secret has been able to identify with that is that not everyone wants to see, well, not everyone wants their information to be made public. Some people want their information to remain private, secure, and that's what Secret is aiming to do. So if you're someone who wants a piece of transaction and you don't want anyone else to know about it, you can use the Secret network, and what it will do, it will encrypt that piece of information in that block and basically encrypt it until it gets to the user, and then the nodes will be able to verify what it is, and then the user who is on the other end of that transaction will be able to look at it securely without anyone else in between that time being able to see what that piece of information is. So it's sort of like WhatsApp or something like that, where people can't see what is being sent from one place to another, and in between that sort of time where things are getting moved from one place to another, from point A to point B. Now, Secret is actually the first blockchain to actually do this. It's private, all the applications on it are going to be encrypted. So again, if you want to send any information, even the nodes won't even know what that is until it reaches its recipient. It's open source, it's permissionless, and it's available to anyone to use and build with. Secret's performance is quite strong as well, at 635.6% in this past year alone. Its market cap is 1.34 billion. According to CoinMarketCap, it's ranked 81. In terms of its circulating supply, it currently has a circulating supply of 149 million with a total supply of 192 million. So not the biggest supply, and what you're looking for with these coins is great volume to come in. It's at a very nice level as well in terms of its market cap, so this thing definitely has a ways to go and can definitely move and give you some good prices and some good profits in the months and years to come. So let's have a look at Secret and compare it to its Ethereum value. So again, if you're familiar with my channel, CoinCodex website, compare it all to Ethereum value. If coins can't beat Ethereum consistently, mainly the ones in red, I don't invest in them. If they're all green, it's again initial screening for me to then open up a fully fledged chart and examine the crypto, both in terms of its fundamentals and technical analyst. So this is again what I use to just initially screen my cryptos. So let's have a look at Secret. There again, ranked number 138 according to CoinCodex. 1 year it's outperformed Ethereum by 213% year to date, which is quite funny because we're only 18 days into the new year and we're already outperforming Ethereum by 116%. 6 months, 538%. 3 months, 130%, 1 month, 185%, 7 days, 55%, and 24 hours were up 5%. So it is done very, very well, again, comparing to Ethereum. So you would have outperformed Ethereum. So again, why do we compare against Ethereum? Because look at all these coins bleeding out to Ethereum, and Ethereum is actually bleeding quite a bit, finding a little bit of support at the moment, which is fantastic, but look how many coins are bleeding out to Ethereum. So again, I'm looking for mainly coins that are outperforming Ethereum. Otherwise, it's better to just invest into Ethereum long-term and enjoy good stable profits and reduce your risk substantially compared to some of these very low cap holds. So here we are, Secret on the charts. This is against Tether. So this is against the USD value. And this is one beautiful looking chart. So I drew my trend line, we broke trend, and here we are, 50% Fib Michael Pizzino Gann tool that I like to use. And that gives our 50% tool of a price of $6.57. So again, your price trigger would have probably gone on sometime around 26th of November. To about 4th of January, these would have been some entry points that I personally would have entered into Secret. You would have had a bit of a lull at the bottom here, and you would have probably not been feeling too good about your investment. But this is why I always say to keep your cryptos for at least a couple months, because if you just held from basically November up until now, you already would have been up about 40%. So compared to other cryptos that are bleeding out at the moment, you're actually performing quite well. And I'm telling you, looking at this chart, this is screaming to me like Secret wants to jump and he wants to keep moving up. So this could be a short-term trade that you might want to look into and look at some price predictions that we want to have a look at. So again, major 50% retracement tool, $6.57. Fib extension tool, looking at the price predictions we can get. We're starting to see a lot of activity happening around the 1 mark. Now, again, does say the second most important mark is actually the 1 mark. So we can see a lot of things happening here at the moment. It's battling it. If we push right through, which I think we will, just looking at it, then we start making some higher highs and we'll continue to get a lug up, and that will continue Secret's momentum. We've got volume dropping off a little bit though, so I'll be keen to see what's happening here. And we are just hitting about 74 on the RSI. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out and how much higher it can go. The thing that worries me about Secret though is the double top that is going to play out. So eventually I anticipate us to hit $12.28, call it, and that will signal the all-time high, and we'll see how we react at that price. Again, if we get a clean cut right through, very bullish, good prices to come through. But most cryptos, especially now, are hitting it and then we're coming back down. So that's why I say it's good to find some short-term trades in this market, because it's going sideways at the moment, and the all-time high is about 33%. So not financial advice again, but you could probably put a stop loss and just snag an easy 30%. And if your stop loss gets triggered, well, it gets triggered, and that's just the name of the game in trading. So we've got some price predictions here. If we do burst through, again, I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just have a bit of fun and have a look into it. That would take us to this 21618 mark, which is about $14. The 316 mark, that's about $18. And if we go to the 416 marks, that takes it to $21, which is quite crazy. And if we hit 90 on the arrow side, that takes it to about $16. So there's your price targets for you. Again, I don't think we're going to get there. It's possible, but considering the market overall is going sideways, I think some alts are going to have a really tough time blowing past their all-time high. But those are some price predictions that you may want to have. But again, I think just maybe you might want to look at a short-term trade on this one and just see how the market goes, and just keep moving up your stop loss, seeing how things go. Again, we've got volume dying off a little bit, so we'll see how Secret reacts in the coming days, 2 weeks. But I, again, don't think this is going to blow past its all-time high. Let's have a look at Secret and compare it to Ethereum on the chart. So this is Secret against the Ethereum value on Binance, and you can just see it has pretty much consistently outperformed Ethereum pretty consistently. So we put in the low on the, call it, 18th, 17th of December, and then we've just been on a steady uptrend here. And this is my trend line for some support. There's my 50% tool, and you can see we are a very, very healthy 56% higher from our major 50% against Ethereum. So looking very strong indeed at the moment. Here's again Fib extension tool, and let's just have a look how we go. Once you get a clean cut right through the 50% mark, things are looking pretty bullish, and I would say that's a pretty clean cut. So I do anticipate Secret for the moment to put in that higher high against its Ethereum value and continue to tread ground until we get the all-time high or start getting that double top forming in the USD value. So what am I looking for against its value against Ethereum? Again, trend line from support. And if we start breaking down from our 50% mark, which is about 0.0025 ETH, then we might want to start reconsidering our position. And if we start going to the 1 mark, then we might really want to pack it up and maybe start looking at other things compared to Ethereum, because we're looking for high performing cryptos at the moment. One of the biggest mistakes I find that most people do, they just buy a coin, mainly because some YouTuber recommended it. They'll buy the coin, they won't do any comparisons. They'll just look at the USD value and say, I went up. A really important thing is you've got 10,000 plus cryptos to choose from. Compare them with each other. It's very easy to do, and we have the tools nowadays to do that. So do it. Open up a chart against Ethereum. Open a chart against BTC. Have a look. Which one's more performing? Which one's less performing? And that way you can actually have an idea of which crypto to invest in, because the trend is your friend. If the trend is going up against another crypto, it's more than likely going to continue. Again, things can always change. The market's not always doing one thing versus another. It's always changing, always evolving. And this is why it's really good to open up a chart every day and just see what's happening with the market overall. And again, having an idea about your finances, profit targets, things like that. So again, that's my thoughts on Secret. I think it's a very, very good crypto at the moment. I love the fundamentals behind data and privacy and security. I love that it's the only crypto doing it at the moment. And one of the things that you can do with your cryptos is look at which cryptos are the first to do something or the only player in the market. So you've got like Render, Arweave, and you've got Secret doing some amazing things in their space. These are really good cryptos to have because they have high barriers to entry and they're going to be tough. So when a crypto eventually copies them, it's going to be really hard to compete with them because most of the network effect is going to happen with the people who came into first. So Secret has that thing playing around with. Definitely crypto, I'll be picking some up for myself personally if and when it hits its major 50% zone against its USD value. That's going to do it for this video. I'll link my top 7 cryptocurrencies that I'm keeping an eye on for 2022 down below. Until then, I will see you on the next video.